Fitoor, I wrote this song like 5-6 months ago, and it just happened to be for someone. Anybody will never know if ये गाना किसके लिए लिखा है मैंने. So I just saw this girl. I won't tell you who she is, but I saw this girl, and I went crazy. I felt like this is love. And I went back home. I picked up my guitar, and usually I take a week or a month to write a song. But with Fitoor, I made this song in 1 hour.
फितूर बनाने का प्लान तो काफ़ी पहले से हमारा शुरू हुआ था बिकॉज साजिद भाई इस आइडिया के साथ शुरुआत उन्होंने की थी, जो हमारे प्रोड्यूसर हैं. उन्होंने मुझसे कहा कि लेट्स मेक समथिंग ऑन दिस आइडिया. तो आइडिया उन्होंने मुझे दिया जो मुझे काफ़ी एक्साइटिंग लगा. उसको फिर हम लोगों ने थोड़ा एलैबोरेट किया कि हम किस तरीके से इस फितूर को एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हैं.
So when I wrote the song, it was completely different. In my mindset, I could only imagine that person who I wrote the song for. But with Farah's vision, it was a complete different thing for me. So what I imagined when I wrote the song was different, and when I played the character in the song was completely different. But there was one thing common. Now let me tell you this thing. There was one thing common. I believe in the same concept. Like if you love someone, you don't need unka approval सामने से. Like you cannot disturb them, you don't need to tell them that you love them, but you can just keep on loving them. And that's the same thing with Fitoor.
जब मैं फराज सर से पहली बार मिली थी और उन्होंने मुझे इस कैरेक्टर के बारे में बताया था, when he narrated me the whole story about this Fitoor, then I thought, I don't know, like I somewhere related to it वहीं पे. And I said to sir कि sir, I really want to do it.
We shot in Russia, सेंट पीटर्सबर्ग, जहाँ पर हमारी जो मेजर लोकेशंस थी वो हर्मिटाज म्यूज़ियम, जो एक बहुत ही मेजर लोकेशन थी. उसके अलावा देयर वाज ए आर्ट गैलरी जो भी म्यूज़ियम की कैटेगरी में आती है. तो बहुत ही प्रेस्टिजियस लोकेशंस हमने ली थी वहाँ पर. बेसिकली वहाँ की जो ब्यूटी है उसको दिखाने के लिए काफ़ी हमने रोड्स पर, मेन स्ट्रीट, रेड लाइट्स, जितने भी वहाँ पर स्क्वायर्स हैं सेंट पीटर्सबर्ग में, तो वी ऑलमोस्ट सेंट पीटर्सबर्ग का तकरीबन सारा ही एरिया हमने कैप्चर किया है. फंटैंका रिवर वहाँ पर एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट लोकेशन थी हमारी, जिसके ऊपर हमने एक बोट सीक्वेंस शूट किया. तो ऑलमोस्ट सेंट पीटर्सबर्ग को काफ़ी हद तक हमने कवर किया है अपने गाने में.
So when Fitoor was narrated to me, like this had scope to explore a lot in terms of every shot and everything. This was not a regular musical where like a guy is just going around dancing like in a location. ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. There's a good story that was happening there. There's a nice build-up of emotions. There's a character graph that was happening. I mean, this had to be very lively and very romantic, so which we tried to achieve. So the tonal was always like to keep it very clean and clear, and then nice bright colors. And Russia definitely complemented for our kind of visuals that we wanted. So everything was colorful, bright, and then the light was very good when we wanted to shoot and stuff. Of course, it was very extreme when we went and shot. It was cold at times, it was raining, it was freezing, and we shot in very extreme temperatures also. Like sometimes it went to minus, and then it was freezing, and then we were covered in like kind of 4 layers of clothing and stuff. But then we got the mood, and then we got the kind of looks that we wanted.
The first challenge would be facing camera for the first time. So I was facing camera for the first time. I was obviously more excited than nervous. The crew and the co-actor never made me feel like I was working for the first time. So that was a big challenge first. Second biggest challenge was the weather. The cold weather in Russia. It was so freaking cold over there. And to stand in your costumes in that cold and perform and say your dialogues was the most difficult part. I think acting came in easy. The cold was a difficult part over there.
हमारा जो वेदर था ना वो बड़ा अनसर्टेन था. वहाँ पर होता क्या था कि वेदर रिपोर्ट जो आती है, जैसे कि हम इंडिया में भी देखते हैं, वेदर रिपोर्ट एक होती है, उसके हिसाब से हम अपना शूट प्लान करते हैं. ऐसा ही वहाँ कुछ था कि उसके हिसाब से ही हम प्लान करते थे, लेकिन विद इन 5 मिनट्स, विद इन हाफ एन आवर सारा का सारा वेदर ही चेंज हो जाता था. स्पेशली वन लोकेशन लाइक हर्मिटाज, जो हमारी बहुत मेजर लोकेशन थी, जिसकी परमिशन भी बहुत मुश्किल से मिलती है. और एक दिन हमारा शूट वहाँ पर डे शूट था, और वेदर रिपोर्ट बिल्कुल क्लियर थी.
So we were all mighty excited to shoot there, and then we land up on the place. Everything is ready to shoot, and then damn, within half an hour it gets cloudy.
So what happened exactly? I was wearing this beautiful gown with high slit and feeling glamorous, and then cut to like suddenly पूरा rain आ रहा है वहाँ पे और हवा wind. It was very windy.
मतलब आप अंदाज़ा नहीं लगा सकते हैं कि किस तरीके की बारिश थी. और हमारे पास क्योंकि वो एरिया बहुत ओपन है, बिल्कुल खुला हुआ एरिया है, तो वहाँ छुपने के लिए भी जगह नहीं थी. तो सिर्फ एक टेंट था, तो पूरा क्रू विद एक्टर्स, विद डायरेक्टर, विद लाइटमैन, विद सारे के सारे उस टेंट में भरे हुए थे. बारिश ही नहीं, वहाँ पर स्नोफॉल तक हो गया. और हम तकरीबन 1.5 से 2 घंटे तक उस टेंट के अंदर सब फंसे रहे. तो ये यादगार रहेगा, हमेशा याद रहेगा वो सिचुएशन के वेदर ने हमें बड़ा परेशान किया है और बड़ा हमारे साथ प्ले किया है.
So I want to tell you about one scene where पूल में जंप करना था, पानी में जाना था और उसके बाद मुझे भी जाना था. So I was there on set.
तो जो इन्फॉर्मेशन हम तक पहुंची थी वो ये थी कि भाई पूल में जो पानी होगा वो वार्म होगा और मोस्टली वहाँ पर इंडोर पूल्स होते हैं. तो हमने कहा ठीक है.
जंप किया, एक टेक में हो गया और मैं बस देख रही हूँ वो आ गया, जंप करके बाहर आ गया. मैं उसके पास भी नहीं गई और मैंने पूछा भी नहीं कि आई यू ऑलराइट, आई यू ओके, बिकॉज इन माय हेड आई वाज थिंकिंग अच्छा पानी गर्म है.
So it was already cold outside. It was I think -1, -2, and sir had told me that we're going to shoot this in the last. So I was all prepared from the morning. Ke okay, chalo, we'll do this. It's going to look beautiful. The whole cinematic aspect of it. And I go there, I'm standing, I think it's 1:30 in the night, I'm wearing my costume and I'm standing there on the edge, waiting to hear that action. And as soon as I fall, my head touches the water and my back touches the water, and that's when I get the chills. My backbone, my head felt so cold, the water was so cold. And I had to stay inside, so I couldn't even panic and come out. So they wanted that reaction, so I was there, and as soon as I got out, the crew was so caring. As soon as I got out, they started removing my clothes. I'm like, let me be. And they started, in 1 second, my t-shirt, my shirt, my jacket, my pants were out.
एक सीक्वेंस में बाइक चलानी थी एंड हिम नोज हाउ टू राइड अ बाइक, क्योंकि यहाँ पर बाइक्स चलाई हैं. लेकिन वहाँ की बाइक कुछ अलग थी. एक तो डर्ट बाइक थी, उसका पिकअप इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग होता है कि आप अंदाज़ा नहीं लगाते, और वो हमें आइडिया भी नहीं था. और ना ही बाइक जो लेकर आया था उसने बताया कि बाइक का पिकअप जो है वो इतना ज़्यादा है.
So I remember I was all set up like, okay, easy, I can do this, just a bike. And the whole stunt team was behind, and there were drones around. And this is my first time on that bike. I was sitting and I thought, oh, easy. So, and the pickup was different, and few things were different about that bike. So I said, maybe I can do this. And I sat and bike on kiya. उसके बाद एक्सी दिया and the team was behind and I went ahead and I skid. वहाँ पे आगे skid हो गया and I fell, but I didn't let that affect any of the shoot part. I was like, yeah, I'm okay. I was like, oh, I'm okay, yeah, all good.
Favorite scene, the climax scene, I would say. जो हमने आधा वहाँ पे शूट किया और आधा हमने मुंबई में शूट किया है. That was my favorite scene from our song because it shows the madness and that extreme emotion, and I am like that in my real life. If I want to get something in my real life, I just go after that particular thing, without thinking anything.
My favorite scene would be the painting scene, where I have to go to the painter's house dressed up as a Joker. I have to go there with a gun. I'm not trying to like threaten him or something, but I'm just having fun over there. That would be my favorite scene, where I got to play something different. I never thought I would play the Joker.
तो ऑफ कोर्स मेरी हमेशा से ये थी कि कुछ चेस सीक्वेंस शूट किया जाए. तो वो स्क्रिप्ट का एक पार्ट था. वहाँ सेंट पीटर्सबर्ग में वहाँ के स्टंट कोऑर्डिनेटर्स और एक्शन डायरेक्टर्स और उनकी टीम से मिला. तो मैंने उन्हें बताया कि इस तरीके का चेस सीक्वेंस हम शूट करना चाहते हैं.
For us, he was like very adamant that he wanted a kind of a style that we were planning to implement. It was not a regular kind of a chase where you just see one guy going on like how we shoot, rig one camera to a bike and then we shoot.
लेकिन सरप्राइज मुझे ये मिला कि वहाँ की टीम ने मुझसे कहा कि सर वी डोंट वांट योर कैमरा. मैंने कहा व्हाट डू यू मीन, लाइक मेरा कैमरा मीन्स. बोले सर योर मेन कैमरा, विल शूट आवर चेज ऑन ड्रोन्स ओनली। तो वो बिल्कुल एक नया एक्सपीरियंस था कि किस तरीके से वो सारे एंगल्स विद ड्रोन्स कैप्चर कर रहे थे। स्टंट वाले अपनी स्पीड में गाड़ियाँ चला रहे थे, इमरान वाज राइडिंग बाइक। वो चेस सीक्वेंस मेरे लिए एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग और बहुत ही मज़ेदार एक्सपीरियंस रहा, जो हमने रात में शूट किया था, एंड दैट वाज अ वेरी बिजी स्ट्रीट।
We had one of the finest FPV drone operators, which we don't get in India. So it's one of the best in Russia that we got, and then we had very good visuals, and the chase scene has definitely come out very good.
तो छोटा सा सीक्वेंस है, लेकिन ये सब कुछ ड्रोन के ऊपर शूट किया था, जो बहुत ही मज़ेदार था।
Faraz sir is the most patient guy I've ever met in my life. He's so patient with everybody. He's so patient, he's so calm. He has his vision set. He knows what he wants. Nobody will know on set कि क्या है क्या नहीं. He knows what he wants and he will get it. And he has been like a teacher मेरे लिए तो. It could be from acting to my whole song. So he's been like a more teacher to me than a director.
He is the sweetest person, you know. A very easy person to work with. He didn't make me feel that I was a newcomer, or he didn't pressurize me कि काम्या ऐसे करो, नहीं तुम्हें ऐसे करना पड़ेगा. You know, there are people who are like on your head कि do it ऐसा करो, and then somewhere you don't feel that अपने shelf में चले जाते हो आप. And then सर के साथ वो बिल्कुल नहीं था. He was so easy to work with.
He had very clear-cut ideas about what to shoot, when to shoot, and then he had a very clear edit in his mind. So when you're shooting the song, he will tell you like, sir, this is my point, this is my end bit, this is my start bit. So this is how we're gonna that much. So when a person is very clear with his edit, so the shoot is definitely going to be smooth. And then we had very good shoot in Russia and all. Touch wood, we never had any issues in terms of shots and divisions in terms of this. He's very clear cut. So the day we go to the set, he will tell us, this is my shot, this is how I'm looking at it, and you plan and you do whatever works best for you. So he gave me all the freedom to shoot. This is the best part about him. He's very chilled out guy. He's very hardworking on the set.
Fitoor for me is madness. It's you could have Fitoor for anything. It could be for love, friendship, family. It's just about having that drive, that madness.
Actually, for me, Fitoor is the extreme situation of any emotion. जहाँ तक मैं अपने इस फितूर की बात करूँ तो ये लव का एक्सट्रीम सिचुएशन की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ, क्योंकि फितूर एक ऐसा वर्ड है जो ऑफ कोर्स एक्सट्रीम लेवल की बात करता है. वो किसी भी इमोशन में हो सकती है, लव में भी हो सकती है, एंगर में भी हो सकती है, मैडनेस में भी हो सकती है, whatever.
There are many meanings to it. I think यार फितूर होना चाहिए लाइफ में, you know, that पागलपन should be there. Otherwise life would be boring. अगर नॉर्मल चीज़ें होती रहेंगी, you get bored easily. किसी एक चीज़ को लेके तो होना चाहिए पागलपन. So I would say ख्वाहिशों का पागलपन.
Fitoor is just mad obsession. So you do everything. In anything you have Fitoor. For us it was about filming in Russia and the mad conditions that we were presented with.
Fitoor in one line would be madness for your dreams, which the youth has right now. Like, they are so passionate about everything, even the smallest thing they might do. So वो passion, वो madness होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. So I think Fitoor is that.
Fitoor is the extreme situation of love.